All right, welcome back. This is part two of the lesson called Uplifting the Son of the Most High. All right, so let's go to John chapter 10, verse 11 through 13. And it says, I am the good shepherd. The good shepherd giveth his life for the sheep. Verse 12. But he that is a hireling, and not the shepherd, whose own the sheep are not, seeth the wolf coming, and leaveth the sheep, and fleeth, and the wolf catcheth them, and scattereth the sheep. Alright, so let's go to John 11, I believe, and verse 25. No, excuse me. Let's go to John 11 and verse 11 through 25. All right, there we go. So it says, These things he said, and after that he saith unto them, Our friend Lazarus sleepeth, but I go that I may awake him out of sleep. Verse 12. Then said his disciples, Lord, if he sleep, he shall do well. Verse 13. Howbeit Jesus spake of his death, but they thought that he had spoken of taking of rest and sleep. Verse 14. Then said Jesus unto them plainly, Lazarus is dead. Verse 15. And I am glad for your sakes that I was not there, to the intent ye may believe. Nevertheless, let us go unto him. Verse 16. Then said Thomas, which is called Demas, if I said it correctly, unto his fellow disciples, Let us also go, that we may die with him. Verse 17. Then when Jesus came, he found that he had lain in the grave 4 days already. Verse 18. Now Bethany was nigh unto Jerusalem, about 15 furlongs off. Verse 19. And many of the Jews came to Martha and Mary, excuse me, to comfort them concerning their brother. Verse 20. Then Martha, as soon as she heard that Jesus was coming, went and met him. But Mary sat still in the house. Verse 21. Then said Martha unto Jesus, Lord, if thou hadst been here, my brother had not died. Verse 22. But I know that even now, whatsoever thou wilt ask of God, God will give it thee. Verse 23. Jesus said unto her, Thy brother shall rise again. Verse 24. Martha said unto him, I know that he shall rise again in the resurrection at the last day. Verse 25. And Jesus said unto her, I am the resurrection and the life. He that believeth in me, though he were dead, yet shall he live. Verse 26. And whosoever liveth and believeth in me shall never die. Believeth thou this? Alright. So, let's go to 20 Psalms. Let's go to Psalms. No. Excuse me. That's my error. Let's go to John 14:6. John 14:6. It's my error. And it says, Jesus saith unto him, I am the way, the truth, and the life. No man cometh unto the Father but by me. Alright. So now let's go to Psalm 69, verse 69, verse 4. And it says, They that hate me without a cause are more than the hairs of mine head. They that would destroy me, being mine enemies, wrongfully are mighty. Then I restored that which I took not away. So let's go to Psalms 109. Psalms 109. Psalms 109 and verse 3. They compass me about, also with words of hatred, and fought against me without a cause. So what I'm bringing out here, as you may ask, well, this is just supporting scriptures for one another. All right, let's go to John 15:25. John 15:25. Just supporting scriptures for one another. All right. But this cometh to pass, that the word might be fulfilled that is written in their law. They hated me without a cause. All right. So this is just a precept supporting scripture. Let's go to verse 1 of John 15, excuse me. So it says here, I am the true vine, and my Father is the husbandman. Every branch in me that beareth not fruit, he taketh away. And every branch that beareth fruit, he purges it, that it may bring forth more fruit. Now ye are clean through the word which I have spoken unto you. Verse 4, abide in me, and I in you. As the branch cannot bear fruit of itself, except it abide in the vine, no more can ye except ye abide in me. Verse 5, I am the vine, ye are the branches. He that abideth in me, and I in him, the same bringeth forth much fruit. For without me ye can do nothing. Which is, that is the truth right there. We really can do nothing without him. So that's why we need him. Verse 6. If a man abide not in me, he is cast forth as a branch, and is withered, and men gather them, and cast them into the fire, and they are burned. Verse 7. If ye abide in me, and my words abide in you, ye shall ask what ye will, and it shall be done unto you. Very important, folks. Verse 8. Herein is my Father glorified, that ye bear much fruit, so shall ye be my disciples. Verse 9. As the Father hath loved me, so have I loved you. Continue ye in my love. Verse 10, if ye keep my commandments, ye shall abide in my love, and even as I have kept my Father's commandments, and abide in his love. Verse 11, these things have I spoken unto you, that my joy might remain in you, and that your joy might be full. Alright, so verse 12, this is my commandment, that ye love one another, as I have loved you. Greater love have no man than this, that a man lay down his life for his friends. Ye are my friends, if ye do whatsoever I command you. Verse 15, henceforth I call you not servants, for the servant knoweth not what his Lord doeth. But I called you friends, for all things that I have heard of my Father I have made known unto you. Verse 16, ye have not chosen me, but I have chosen you, and ordained you, that ye should go and bring forth fruit, and that your fruit should remain, that whatsoever ye shall ask of the Father in my name, he may give it you. Verse 17, these things I command you, that ye love one another. Alright. And it says, 18, if the world hate you, ye know that it hated me before it hated you. Verse 19, if ye were of the world would love his own. But because ye are not of the world, but I have chosen you out of the world, therefore the world hateth you. Verse 20, remember the word that I said unto you, the servant is not greater than his Lord. If they have persecuted me, they will also persecute you. If they have kept my saying, they will keep yours also. Verse 21, but all these things will they do unto you for my name's sake, because they know not him that sent me. Verse 22, if I had not come and spoken unto them, they had not had sin, but now they have no cloak for their sin. Verse 23, he that hateth me hateth my Father also. If I had not done among them the works which none other man did, they had not had sin, but now have they both seen and hated both me and my Father. Verse 25, but this cometh to pass, that the word might be fulfilled, that is written in their law, they hated me without a cause. But when the Comforter is come, whom I will send unto you from the Father, even the Spirit of truth, which proceedeth from the Father, he shall testify of me. And ye also shall bear witness, because ye have been with me from the beginning. All right, so let's go. So a supporting scripture for verse 16. All right, for 16. All right, where it says, ye have not chosen me, but I have chosen you and ordained you, that ye should go and bring forth fruit, and that fruit should remain, that whatsoever ye shall ask of the Father in my name, he may give it to you. So let's get a supporting scripture for this. Let's go to Galatians. Let's go to Galatians Galatians chapter 5 and verse 22. But it says here, but the fruit of the Spirit is love, joy, peace, long-suffering, gentleness, goodness, faith. All right. And as I go down, it says meekness, temperance. Against such there is no law. All right. And they that are Christ have crucified the flesh with the affections of the lust. If we live in the Spirit, let us also walk in the Spirit. Verse 26, let us not be desirous of vain glory, provoking one another, envying one another. All right, so let's go to the last one, which is, matter of fact, I will